Carlos Trinidad, 11-7 out of Skywalker 101 in Omaha, Nebraska, facing North Platte own Taylor McKeeman, 5-1 in his MMA career, 6'9", 101 that Jimmy fights out of. And we know that both of these guys have their eyes set on maybe getting a professional contract and hoping that something like this might be something that catapults them there, Matt. And here we go, Prophet Harmon with the official fighter introduction.
Blue corner with the record of 11-7, standing 6 feet tall, weighing in 161 pounds, fighting out of Skywalker 1-on-1, Carlos Uzumaki Trinidad. Fighting out of Shape and Sanitation, red corner with the record of 5-1, standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 163 pounds, fighting out of North Platte's 6'9", 1-on-1 MMA, Taylor McKeeman.
All right, there are the official fighter introductions, and you heard it, an amateur welterweight title championship on the line here tonight. Carlos Trinidad in the blue corner, black shorts, black trunks for both of these guys. We'll call Taylor McKeeman the black trunks with white print on the side in the red corner. But here we go, meeting in the middle of the ring and ready to throw down for the amateur welterweight title.
Carlos has a ton of experience already as a young amateur. He's got 18 amateur MMA fights, and he's got quite a few boxing fights I know as well. McKeeman shoots in quick with that single. Carlos trying to control his head, possibly go for a guillotine here. Again, it's kind of a tough position to be in with your back against the fence to try and finish this submission. Carlos needs to try and work his way up by cage walking and get back to his feet. Looks like he's working that leg out. Still controlling the head. McKeeman doing a good job defending that guillotine with his hand down the spine of Carlos Trinidad.
I was going to say, Trinidad keeping that left arm in place to where a mistake by McKeeman would allow him to maybe sink in that guillotine choke. And another double leg takedown for Taylor McKeeman.
Yeah, McKeeman's relentless with his takedown attempts. He does have to be careful with a guy like Carlos hanging out too long. You saw 2 big elbows come from the standing position of Carlos, and that's something that Carlos is going to have to do pretty often because he knows as a boxer and as primarily a striker, he's probably going to get out-wrestled in this matchup.
And you know, Taylor McKeeman fighting out of Ryan McDonald, 6'9", 1-on-1 MMA. They've seen enough of Carlos Trinidad to know what his tendencies are, so seems obvious to me the game plan in McKeeman's camp was to get Trinidad down to the ground, huh, Matt?
Oh, absolutely, but that was, again, a big knee on the break there for Trinidad. And McKeeman shooting and shooting again. McKeeman obviously, and that's a big right hand. Here, uppercut to follow, and McKeeman is out.
He is out cold, and I think he was out before the last 2 punches. You saw the mouth guard fall out, and then 2 significant strikes landed by Carlos Trinidad after the mouthpiece of Taylor McKeeman. So unprotected, they're a dangerous spot for a fighter to be in.
Like I told you, you can't get too one-track minded here. And McKeeman looking for the takedowns. Carlos is looking to strike on every break. McKeeman would shoot and he would get stuck. Big right hand behind the ear. It was a right hook followed by a right uppercut, a couple shots just to kind of put the cream on top of the cake. What a performance by Carlos Trinidad.
Yeah, one more look at it here from a different angle. You'll see the mouth guard of Taylor McKeeman come out with a strike. There it goes. And I think he's definitely dazed there. This next punch,
he was out on that first punch. That right hook landed right behind the ear. And I told you about the boxing talents of Carlos Trinidad fighting out of Skywalker 101. You see him there hugging his coach, Danny Molina, a very, very talented young fighter, picking up the MCF welterweight championship here tonight.
Well, we wait the official decision, but Carlos Trinidad will be the Midwest Championship Fighting Amateur welterweight champion, and does it in loud fashion, man. It wasn't quiet as we see one of his teammates walk by and give us kind of the smile. It was his teammate who picked up a big victory, and his name escapes me, the college wrestler.
Blaine Richards.
There we go.
He competed earlier tonight.
I had his name, and it left me. But there you go, the official decision from our ring announcer, Prophet Harmon. A knockout victory in round number 1 for Carlos Trinidad. and that secures the MCF amateur welterweight title for Carlos Trinidad.